20 laps the journey. All about set to go. The first four advance. We're underway in the B main, and it's Jason Beer on the outside who takes the lead from Peter McCarthy. They're three wide multiple times down the back straight. Back there in third place is Nelson as McCarthy fights back. It's a traffic jam. It's what you'd find in a car park on a Saturday morning at Coles. And look at Robbie Foe. Where did he go? He went right across the infield, nearly through the retaining wall on the inside. He rejoins mid-pack. It's a three-way go out in front. McCarthy sliding around the outside is Jason Beer. So too is Matt Nelson. We've got trouble further back. Ty Galley is involved. And we've got our first stoppage. Jason Beer, 19 laps to go in the B main. They're back underway. He leads Peter McCarthy. Back then to Nelson, Barron, and then back to Clapson. So head down the back straight the first time on this restart. And our race leader will come up with 18 laps to go, and he's got some work to do because Peter McCarthy right there with him. The 61 of Nelson in third place. McCarthy on the inside of Jason Beer. They're three wide further back. They're almost three wide for the lead here in the B main. It's a spectacular sight. McCarthy and Beer are separated by Bonnet, and that's about it. Nelson is there, so too is the 21 car of Mark Carlin starting to make his presence felt along with Brett Barron. Those five have skipped away. So come up into the main straight with 16 to go. McCarthy still on the inside of Beer, trying to find a way through is Matt Nelson, Barron and Carlin. And then look at the traffic jam for sixth place backwards. It's anybody's guess as McCarthy's back in front with 15 to go. 1/4 of the race done. 5 into 4 doesn't go. McCarthy on the low side. On the outside is Beer. In the middle is the 61 of Matt Nelson. What a spectacle further back. They're four wide. As Shane McDonald slides through, Robbie Foe's going backwards. Got two cars in the fence. One's Trevor Mills. The other car is David Jacoby in 36. This year's event. It's an incredibly tough field. We're back underway with 15 laps remaining, and it's Jason Beer who they've got to catch at the moment. Jason Beer's gone out to the public car park though, and that's allowed McCarthy to slide up back into the lead momentarily. So McCarthy down low on the track, Beer high on the track. Will be 1-2 out of turn 4. It's Beer officially in front by not much. McCarthy back in front, as they have been right from the get-go. Matt Nelson just can't find a way through, neither can Brett Barron. Mark Carlin's there in 5th place, and Aidan Raymont's come up to 6th. They're three wide with Clapson in the middle. On the outside is Trevor Mills, and on the inside Robbie Foe. But you wouldn't go like this on a Coles car park on a Saturday morning, that's for sure. There's traffic everywhere. Here we go with the restart. Back underway here in the B main. And it's on again, as it has been right throughout. McCarthy comes back underneath of Jason Beer. McCarthy back in front as they come out of turn 4. Beer slides back up on the outside. Nelson right there with him, and Brett Barron also making his presence felt now is another car, which is of course Carlin. Watching further back, Robbie Foe has parked up against the retaining wall. The yellow lights have come on again. The green lights are on. Green flag waves, and away we go around the cone. And again, as he has done in every one of these stoppages, is McCarthy going underneath of Jason Beer, who started to billow some smoke out the back end. They'll come up with a dozen laps to go, and there's a challenge on now from the green and black cars of 28 and 12. They've gone underneath of Brett Barron. In fact, Raymont goes underneath of Carlin as Carlin tries to go under Barron. They're three wide for 4th. They're three wide for the lead with McCarthy now in front with 11 to go. Beer in 2nd place. Nelson in 3rd. Raymont goes to 4th underneath of Barron. Right there with him is Mark Carlin and Trevor Mills not far behind. This is going to be a great last 10 laps. They come out of turn number 4. Peter McCarthy leads at the halfway mark. On the outside is Beer. The inside is Nelson. Raymond on the inside. The yellows are on again. We've got another stoppage. Robbie Foe again, and Ty Galley again. Up to the cone for the 7th time in the B main. Down the main straight they come. The charge is on again. Beer goes to the top side. So head down the back straight. Matt Nelson comes underneath. There's trouble further back. The greens stay on this time. And the status quo remains. They're 3 wide into the main straight. McCarthy, Beer, Nelson, Brett Barron, Raymond, Carlin. Joining that group is Gerlach and also the 10 car of Trevor Mills. Down into Pitts Bend they go. 3 wide. 4 cars only transfer. And the way it's going, there's going to be plenty of them that aren't. They're in this lead group. McCarthy just in front. Nelson on the outside. In the middle is Jason Beer. The inside is Raymond. Diving to the inside now of Jason Beer is Brett Barron. Mark Carlin there as well. They're almost 4 wide into the main straight. Beer on the top side. He's under pressure from Brett Barron to get super sideways there in turn 1. Carlin is there as well. Raymond has driven a great race up into second place. He started a fair way back. He's out after McCarthy. Nelson's in third. Beer, Barron. Carlin, I don't think is going to qualify where he is at the moment. Gerlach's come underneath him. Down the back straight they go yet again. There'll be half a dozen laps left to go in an entertaining and dramatic B main. It's McCarthy, the leader from Raymond. Back in third place is Matt Nelson as they go down the back straight yet again. Aidan Raymond is making all the moves. Started out of position number 11. Is up into second place behind McCarthy. Nelson third. A gap back to Jason Beer. Matt Gerlach. What a drive by him. He's come from the second last row. He was originally in the C main. Got a transfer when Paul Egan pulled out. And Gerlach's driven from the back up into fourth place. Fifth place is Jason Beer. Then Brett Barron. Mark Carlin's back there in seventh. But Gerlach, I think, is going to qualify at this rate. Raymond still out after McCarthy. Back in third place, Nelson. Gerlach. They're back to Barron. On the outside is Jason Beer and Mark Carlin. 2 laps to go in the B main. The way it's going, the first 4 might be safe. Out in front, it's the 6 of McCarthy. The 28 of Raymond. Back to Nelson and Gerlach, who's driven a brilliant race from the back to be up in fourth place. The white flag comes out. We're homeward bound in the B, and it's McCarthy who has led on and off from the get-go. Raymond in second. Back then to Nelson, Gerlach, and then the rest of them aren't going to get there. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. The first 4 across the line, making the big final. McCarthy by a car length over Raymond, Nelson and Matt Gerlach with an outstanding drive. Brett Barron has got up for 5th.